Howdy, howdy. Ben Raven with MLive.com. Lions beat here coming from Soldier Field in Chicago. The Lions, winners of two straight for the first time since early 2020, beat the Chicago Bears 31-30. Not only does that represent the team's first winning streak in 2 years, it also represents the first road win of the Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes regime here around these parts, and it also snaps the league's longest winless streak on the road. The Lions hadn't won on the road since Week 13 in Chicago 2020. So there you go, guys. What a weird game. Justin Fields ran a circus-style college offense for the first three quarters and kind of had his way with the Lions defense, but then that fourth quarter happened. Seriously. Just big plays, just really big plays. I mean, Aiden Hutchinson's work on that screen pass that led to the Okudah pick six cannot be overlooked. That was beautiful pressure and a beautiful job to bounce back and kind of force Field to throw that ball high. And Okudah was right there to take it to the house. Fun little trivia fact for you. That's actually the franchise's 3,000th touchdown in the history of the Detroit Lions. So not too bad there. A pick six for their prize cornerback. Lions win 31-30, 21 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. Seriously, I cannot believe we're sitting here talking about a win after watching the first 45 minutes. Oops, excuse me. Sorry, I'm in the press box. I'm not sure what's going on now. I guess they're going to play the Bears press conference over my video, so that's awesome. But
you reconcile right now the production you guys are having in terms of yards and points.
That's super annoying. The Lions lose 31-30. We got to move. We're going to move. Sorry, guys. We're on pause now. Never been on a press box where they play the freaking sound through this press box. We're moving to new territory. So, yeah, sorry about that. For some reason, they're playing the press conference audio through the press box. So the Detroit Lions win 31-30 in Week 10. They are 3-7 on the season. We're going to get Lake Michigan behind me, see if you guys can't get a beautiful view. Sorry. Thanks for sticking with me. The Lions moved to 3-6 on the season. The Bears fall to 3-7. So most importantly, the Lions win back-to-back games, and they're out of the NFC North cellar for the first time in a while. So sorry, guys. Yeah, for some reason they're playing the opposing team's press conferences through the press box. It doesn't make for a good video opportunity, so I had to move. The Lions win despite Justin Fields running 13 times for 147 yards and 2 touchdowns. Fields 12-20 passing, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns, and that one fateful interception. I mean, just I think StatHead had a pretty impressive stat here on this game. The Lions trailed 24-20 in the fourth quarter. And it was Detroit's first win after trailing by at least 14 points entering the fourth quarter since 1993 against the Minnesota Vikings when they trailed 27-13. The Lions had lost 98 straight games while trailing by at least 14 points in the fourth. It's really easy to talk about complementary football, but that's exactly what's happened these last 2 weeks. The defense has picked up the slack when the offense needed it. The offenses today, it was a pretty sloppy day in that department. I mean, it's just really fascinating to see. I mean, it didn't feel like they're taking 5 or 6 guys to get to him, to take him down. I mean, even on that last sack for Julian Okwara, I mean, my good, Goff had some really nice words for him after the game. I mean, you saw what we were talking about all week. Yeah, Jalen Hurd, you saw it, 6'3", 228 pounds, with that type of speed, with that type of just change of direction ability. I mean, that 67-yard touchdown run was something special. I mean, I don't know, those of you watching at home heard Jeff Okudah drop that F. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here. Sorry I had to move out of the press box with that interruption of the weird post 31-30. 3-6, dropped the Bears to 3-7. 2 great games for Justin Fields in a row, but nothing to show for it. So that's, I just seriously, I mean, hats off to the Lions for taking advantage of the Bears and all those penalties. I mean, the Bears kicked that kickoff out of bounds, and they just collapsed from that point. I mean, I think their next defensive series on that series, they had 3 or 4 penalties, kept the Lions offense on the field. And I mean, honestly, the Lions did what they did all year. They put Jamal Williams 16 carries, 59 yards, a touchdown. He's got 9 touchdowns on the season. And That reminds me, DeAndre Swift, it's still very hard to get a feel for his usage moving forward. 6 carries, 6 yards in the touchdown. Really nice touchdown run. I believe it was Jonah Jackson and Evan Brown leading the way out front on the rushing attack. That was just really good stuff. I mean, I'm having a hard time with this one just because this was a really impressive come from behind win because the Lions looked broken in the third quarter. I mean, they really did. I mean, I think there were consecutive plays down the third quarter where Jack Fox kind of stumbled on his punt, and then the next play, Jeff Okudah got stuck in the stinking gnat on the sideline. So everything was broken. So this was a really, really, really nice bounce back win. They pulled this one from the Bears. The Bears kept leaving the window open. The penalties, and then Santos, who hasn't missed a kick all season, misses an extra point, and the Lions go down the field and they win it. And in terms of the coaching, I thought Dan Campbell. That was a nice balance between aggression and knowing when to kick, knowing when to punt, knowing when to kick field goals. He's really showing growth in that department. And, man, you're not going to find anybody saying anything bad about Ben Johnson's game plan today, from the rushing attack to the passing attack. Jared Goff called it his favorite of the year. Goff said they were consciously trying to get St. Brown involved early and often. I mean, St. Brown had a big, big old day. 10 catches, 11 targets, 119 yards. He added 1 carry for 2 yards. I know that doesn't sound like much, but that was a first down run. Sorry, guys.
Hey, watch out for the right.
All right, I'm still here. Don't worry. But yeah, St. Brown, I mean, it was a conscious. Soldier Field, the least friendly press box for doing a video, apparently. So excuse me for all the interruptions. Hopefully they've stopped playing the opposing team's audio into the press box. That would be a help. I've had to run and find internet, and I can't find a quiet section in this corner, but the Lions went back-to-back games. Points in the fourth quarter. They went into that quarter 24-10. Even when Chicago to the touchdown, even with the extra point, it wasn't feeling good. So, you know what? Leave your frustrations at the door because for the first time in a long time, Lions fans, you have back-to-back victory Mondays on the horizon. The Lions are on the road again next week. They take on the New York Giants, and then they're back home for Thanksgiving against the Buffalo Bills. And I did not see the end of that Bills-Vikings game, but it was looking wacky. The Vikings win 33-30 in overtime, going to 8-1. They are the kings of the NFC North, and it's not even close. But Ben Raven signing off. Soldier Field does not want me to be able to do a video today, so I'm going to get out of here. Thank you, guys. We'll have more at mlive.com/Lions.